Hi, I'm Mac. Hi, I'm Ruckus. And together, we're Maximum Ruckus! Yay!
I have to talk about something, Makenna.
Mm-hmm.
Something I have to get off my chest. I feel bad about.
Oh.
Okay. You're familiar with the red zone in the NFL, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you got the regular. This is it's like live highlights. Anytime team
Right.
gets in scoring position, they bring it to the red zone. They show all the big plays or whatever.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yesterday, watching football, right?
Mm-hmm.
My parents have on the 49ers game, right? They're
Right.
49ers fan. They're watching the game all the way through.
Yeah.
I pick up my phone because I want to check out what's going on in the other games. Get on Hulu on my phone. I turn on the red zone, right? Okay, so recently we switched to the Hulu, right? So we're streaming TV now.
Right.
You get a little delay sometimes. Unsynced. So I've turned on the red zone on my phone. I'm watching it. And it cuts to a 49ers play.
Oh no.
It's big pass, deep pass to number 15. I don't know what his name is. But I see it on my phone and I look up. Play hasn't happened yet on the TV.
Oh my god.
So I'm watching and I'm like, the play didn't happen here. I wonder if I'm behind or if this is ahead, watching. And then they go to snap the ball. And number 15 goes in motion and does this crazy route cutting across the field. And I look up and I look over to my dad and I say, he's going to have 15 open down deep. You see the route he's coming across there. And then sure enough, that's the play. So I look like a genius.
That's like watching Jeopardy in the earlier slot and then watching it the 30 minutes later and just impressing everyone. Wow!
Yeah. Don't feel great about it, to be honest.
Did you
but
tell
it was
them?
very... No.
You can't tell them. Oh, I mean, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it, you know?
Yeah.
It's gotta show off from time
But
to
yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very silly. Very dumb thing.
It's good.
All right. Well, what's up, Internet? Welcome to Maximum Ruckus, the podcast that you absolutely can get enough of. I am your host, Jose Ruckus, a.k.a. Brandon, a.k.a. Tragic Johnson, R.I.P. Winning Time on HBO. Joining me, as always, Makenna all day May.
Hello. Hiya.
What's up, Makenna?
We out here. We are
out here.
doing the things. Watching the sports. You know.
Yeah, I mean football's back.
Football's back.
Football's back.
It's happening right now as we're recording this.
I've been keeping up with the Premier League, to be honest with you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's
So,
okay. No.
I mean, we'll do this. We'll hit a little football later. Get a little recap.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about though this week.
We do.
We have an assignment from last week.
We do.
And then I think maybe a little housekeeping as well.
Ooh, some housekeeping.
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
That's a good question. Should we go into housekeeping right off the bat? Just to
Want to do housekeeping?
start it.
Just get it out of the way.
Yeah, whenever I have to clean, I like to get it. I like wake up,
Do it in the morning.
get it all done. Yeah, and then
For sure.
everything's fresh for the afternoon/night.
Okay.
reward
Well,
myself
we
with
were
lunch.
talking. We were talking a little while ago. We got this October coming up.
October.
Big October.
Long month.
And we long month.
One of the longest.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's up there.
It's up there?
Yeah. I don't know how many other months have 31 days though. I'm counting off
5? What? I
don't.
don't know the there was that like mnemonic device, the 31 days.
I don't know that
September,
one. I always did it with the
June,
knuckles.
July. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, hold on. We're gonna see.
I never know what day how many days a month has, except for February, until the month is over. When the month is over and a new month is started, I'm like, huh, only 30 days in that month, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it's a shock every month. So the reason I know specific day or months go specific is because I know birthdays on the last day of each month. Like August, the only reason I know August has 31 days is because Tom Dack's birthday is August 31st.
Tommy D.
My mom's birthday September 30th. So I know, boom, September 30 days. Boom. Halloween, got that one covered. Same with December. Holidays. And then March, there was that Parks and Rec bit where April put all of the meetings on March 31st because she didn't think March went that long. And then Ron had all those meetings.
Yeah.
January, another birthday from 2nd grade. Don't know why I remember the teacher's birthday from 2nd grade, but it was January 31st.
This is so much more complicated than a mnemonic device.
This is how everything is in my head. So let's see here. So 31 days.
Have you looked into Mind Palace?
No, what's Mind Palace?
Because you're already it seems like you're already sort of doing a thing similar to Mind Palace. Mind Palace is like a memory technique to like help your memory.
Oh.
Where like the idea is like so you would have like a house, right, that you would know really, really well. Right. Preferably like not one that you like currently live in, right? But like a house, so like a friend's house from childhood that you knew really well or whatever. And the idea is that you have that layout that you can sort of like walk through in your mind because you know it, right? And so when you want to remember something, you would like take that idea, remember it as like link to a thing, like an object, and then you would place that object down in the house in your mind palace. And then whenever you wanted to remember that thing, you would go to that place in the house, then you remember it.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. I can't wait to furnish my mind palace tonight when I try to go to sleep tonight. Oh, dude, I'm gonna be decked out. Yeah, that's everything's connected to something. And yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should go read about the Mind Palace.
I should read about the Mind Palace. It sounds fancy. Can't wait.
Anyway, October's coming up.
Oh, right.
And so we were talking. We used to do theme months on the HBO Max. I haven't done theme month in a while.
No.
But October, spooky month.
Yeah.
Spooky month. The spookiest month there is.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. So I'm thinking next month, Makenna. Bring back an HBO Max theme month.
Yeah.
Do some movies.
I was nervous this was gonna be the first one. Yeah. Let's do some movies.
Yeah. Get back into doing the HBO Max a lot more.
One of the weeks. Are we gonna watch a spooky movie in Vegas?
I guess
that's gonna be one of the weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh.
Hang out, get all the people together.
Oh yeah.
I've got some ideas about what horror movies to do, spookiness.
Cool.
But yeah, in the comments, let us know what movies you want to see us do for Spooky Month.
Spooky Month.
But yeah, I think we're gonna start doing more HBO Maxes than previously. Probably do some theme months when we think we have appropriate theme months or whatever. Maybe because I still like doing this show. I don't need to do an HBO Max every week. So maybe this will be more of like a occasional podcast that sort of fills space and sometimes and stuff. But we're figuring stuff out. Yeah,
we gotta. Sorry, my spit got in the back of my throat. The thing that you're supposed to do with spaghetti, where you just throw it at the wall and see what sticks. Al dente or something.
Well, noodles.
Noodles?
Not really, like the noodles where you're cooking them.
Yeah.
Right, you throw them against the wall. You don't take like a plate of spaghetti, throw it against the wall, see if it sticks. That would be messy. That's more about what we do on this podcast, though. That's more in line with us.
Yeah, that is exactly. There. See, it's all connected, That's how my brain works. It's just spaghetti.
Yeah. And maybe I was thinking maybe we could start doing some guests on this show too, and not just the Macs.
That'd
Maybe
be
maybe that's
fun.
something we do in the future.
Mhm.
Let me ask you a question.
I might have an
Who
answer.
Who would be like dream guest, like number one guest you would want to have on this show or HBO Max?
Gosh.
Which we've had some good guests.
We've had amazing guests.
And had some great guests. Greg Miller, Josh McCouga, Gino Viteri.
Of course.
Legends.
Everyone.
All of them.
I think Snowbike Mike would be pretty hype. He'd be pretty hype on this show.
That'd be
I
great.
think. We could go
That'd be a fun
places
one.
with him. I feel like he would be in the same like trajectory we are, where we're just all over the place.
Okay, I like that one.
I would like to Ken Jennings.
Okay.
I think he'd be pretty cool. I would like to just pick his brain and just see what happens.
Interesting. I like those. These are good picks.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many people though that like, because my brain immediately went in a million different directions. Like, oh, we could bring Jeff Goldblum on here, John Williams. We could do, everyone. Everyone. What about you?
I think if I could have like any guests on this show, I think I would get Jamie Foxx.
Yes. Okay. Wait. I want to talk about Jamie Foxx for a second because I want to see if you've seen the same clip that I've seen on the TikTok. Actually, you may have sent it to me. Did you see? Did you send me a recent SNL Jamie Foxx thing?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then this was organic. Okay. So Bill Hader was on a podcast recently, and he was talking about when Jamie Foxx was on, but it was him. It was Bill Hader and Fred Armisen. Then whenever I tried to explain this to my parents, they didn't think it was funny, so you got to stick with me here. So they were breaking. They immediately broke during this skit, and like they were calling Bobby Moynihan, like they were just calling everyone their actual names and not the. And then Jamie Foxx came out, and they realized, oh, we got to pull ourselves together because this is like an award-winning actor, and we're just completely destroying his appearance on us. And then they just broke in. It's really funny, trust me. That may not.
I'll go look this up.
But it's a funny skit. So, Jamie Foxx.
Well, so I mean that part of the reason. I mean that actually gets into one of the reasons I would want to talk to Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is actually like maybe the most talented person on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You think? Because you say like, oh, Jamie Foxx, Oscar award-winning actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does great Ray, Collateral, great films.
Yeah.
But he got his start acting on doing sketch comedy.
Oh.
He was on In Living Color back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And he was a comedian first. And then he was a pop musician too. He's got gold records, number one hits. Mm-hmm. This guy, he does it all. Jamie Foxx does everything. And he also seems like whenever I watch him on like, a late night show or any of those shows and he's like talking, he just seems like the coolest person alive, like somebody you would just want to be around for a while. So yeah, Jamie Foxx I think would be the dream guest for me.
Yeah. I think I also like, speaking of someone who like just seems like Terry Crews also seems like a really cool person. Like I heard he played like Danganronpa or whatever. Like
he's a video game guy.
Yeah, like I would love to talk to him just about video games. Just like, what's he playing now? What's he up to?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
I like that.
Also, can he be my personal trainer? Because I would like to get buff. Well, not really, but like, I don't know. See what T Cruz is. T not Cruz. That's Tom Cruise. T Crew. No? Tom wait, oh my god, I'm mixing myself up.
Terry Crews. He is T Cruz.
I think my brain just stopped. There was too much in the Mind Palace.
You got lost in the Mind Palace.
I got lost. Yeah, I want to talk to Terry Crews. He seems really cool.
He does. He does seem really cool.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about this. Just everyone. Oh my god! Wait, can I tell you about my dream I had recently? And this is kind of related to what we just. Hold on. This is kind of related to what we were just talking about.
Is this the dream you told me about, where you and I could turn into bugs?
No, I had this dream last night. The bug dream was what was it, last week? Yeah, I just thought in my dream we turned into flies. We were just buzzing around.
Okay, different dream. I'm interested.
Different dream. So last night I had a dream that for some reason Greg Miller, Andy Cortez, and I think it was Nick were in my house. They were
fingers.
Yes, of course. The trifecta. They were for some reason in my house and doing the Kind of Funny podcast downstairs, and I was on the Kind of Funny podcast. I completely messed it up though. There were so many awkward silences, and it was just, I felt like I woke up and I thought I was on the podcast, and I genuinely felt so sad that I messed up my one chance of being on the podcast. Like, I tried talking about football at one point, and Andy, like, I talked about the Cowboys, and like Andy was so disinterested in what I had to say. Like, him and Nick were like on a laptop. It was a whole thing.
Andy's a Cowboys fan. He would be so interested in hearing you talk about
That's like
Cowboys.
Another reason why I woke up with so much like sadness was like, oh my god, I couldn't even interest Andy Cortez. Like, I woke up so sad that I had like messed up my one shot. I was so sad. And then I woke up and remembered that Greg Miller has been on our podcast.
Yeah, we've already done that one.
That's why I still can't believe we did that.
It's pretty crazy.
Like, I was just looking at the Happy Book for something, and I just saw the words Greg Miller. I was like, what was that from? It was like when he DM'd me initially about the being on the podcast.
It's pretty cool.
We did that.
We did it.
Man, that was my dream last night. So I hope one day, if I'm on the Kind of Funny podcast, I don't mess it up.
I don't think you will. Awkward silences aren't normally your kind of a thing on a podcast. We don't have a lot of those. So.
No. Not at all. Seeing as we got from Spooky Month to here, there we go. We're on the windy path today. And
we brought up the Dallas Cowboys. I want to do a little football. Because I need to talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, you should.
Because they've been saving my ass on the fantasy football. I'll tell you what, this Dallas Cowboys defense.
Oh, do you have them?
Yeah. Week 1, like 40 points off this Dallas Cowboys defense. Completely saved my week. Yeah, they've been great. Whole lot of news since we last did a football.
Oh, yeah.
I think biggest news, of course, is that we put out our NFL preseason, bonus episode. Did really well. Really happy with the results of that one. But I will say, we got some comments, some people talking some shit about our predictions and our opinions and our analysis. Yeah. I'll tell you this, Makenna. So far, a lot of our analysis, pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Said the Jets were going to be bad. Said the Jets were in trouble. Aaron Rodgers wasn't going to help the Jets. Guess what happened? Aaron Rodgers tears his Achilles 4 plays into the season.
Not going to be helping the Jets.
Yeah. So to everybody who said, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," didn't give any good reasons, we were right.
Yeah. So, that was Aaron Rodgers was all the reason we needed. He just exactly what we said. He didn't. Wait, what did I say?
You said that he wouldn't change the Jets.
He wouldn't change the Jets. Thank you.
And that is indeed true. He did not change the Jets.
No, he did not. He changed Zach Wilson's life though.
He did.
He did. He's 24. He's like a year and a half older than me.
He looks.
Let me be drafted.
He looks like 17.
He does. He really does.
He looks really young.
Yeah, but I hope he does okay. I mean, he won in overtime in that game, but
he did. Defense, they got a good defense. Tell you what, Seattle Seahawks 1-1, won in overtime. Yep.
That's how Seahawks flies.
Philadelphia Eagles, good.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Let's go. They were at home last week. It was a whole thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. the people of Philadelphia like the Eagles.
Really? You wouldn't think.
Yeah, no. Who would have thought? Dude, the Phillies, so far so good. I think they got the wild card spot.
Yeah, they're playing really good baseball right now.
The Eagles, the Sixers and the Flyers haven't started yet, so they're doing good there. Union's doing fine, but that's okay. You know, it be like that.
Well, what's going on in the Premier League, McKenna?
Let me tell you what's going on.
Of course, this is football and football, so we
is-
got to cover the other half of the football.
Let me pull up the table here, because last week we had an international break, so the U.S. destroyed, of course.
They were playing really good. All the guys you wanted to see play well, playing well.
Oh yeah, bud. The Premier League table, not too many surprises. Man City, top of the board, 2 points ahead of Tottenham. Tottenham too high. They're in second.
Tottenham surprised.
I know.
Tottenham's that high.
I know. They
Just lost Harold Kane.
Harold Kane, yes. They're Hotspur. Liverpool,
The hottest spur.
Now he's in Germany doing, I don't know how well Bayern Munich's doing. But
Or they're bad.
They tied on Friday. So, you know, they got Champions League coming up. Champions League is coming up this week. Set your calendars. Brighton, though, in the 5th spot, which is I'm kind of surprised about. Chelsea, I can't even find them. Oh. We're not going to talk about Chelsea. They're rebuilding.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about Chelsea.
It's the 5th week maybe. There's a lot of improvement. But Everton will probably get relegated this year. So, you know.
Well, we say that every year.
We do. That is true. They only have 1 point, though, so far. They've tied once.
Good.
And then
Good.
Luton
Long
Town,
season, though.
Luton Town. The town that starts with an L hasn't won a single game yet. So, the bottom of the table, not too hot.
It's hard to come up from the Champions League and, just enter the Premier League.
Just flip-flopping. Luton's Town is just happy to be there.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna make so much money this year off Premier League revenue and all that. So they're doing fine.
I'm happy they're gonna get that money, build a bigger stadium. Yeah, everything's okay. But I hope they win at least one. That's the Premier League update.
They'll win one eventually, or get a Have they drawn? They got some draws. They'll get a draw at least.
I think they play Burn.
They have to play Everton at some point, right?
Exactly. Lord knows Jordan Pickford doesn't save much, so except apparently when he's playing for England.
Yeah, he's just a different player. Okay, well that's gonna wrap it up for football. Football.
Bam.
The two footballs.
Come
like
together.
The two Jakes, but footballs.
Yes.
You know the two Jakes?
No, not at all. But I tried to power through it.
The sequel to legendary film Chinatown, The Two Jakes. Bad movie.
Gee, who would have guessed?
Yeah. So we had an assignment for this episode of Maximum Ruckus.
We did.
You and I did an album exchange.
I
gave you an album to listen to. You gave me an album to listen to. I assigned you Wilco's Yankee Hotel Foxtrot.
Yes.
You gave me Bruno Major's To Let a Good Thing Die.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first.
Talk about thoughts. Talk about feelings. Talk about
let me tell you some stories. Okay. Here we go, people. Here we go. So I went into this. I believe I even said on the podcast, like, I want this to be my Webkins album. Like, when I listen to this, I think about all the happy things associated with Webkins, because I like to do that with albums. I like to associate them with things, particularly happy things. So every time I would play Webkins for the amount of this album. So 51 minutes. I would do my dailies. I would play my mini games, and I would just listen. I'm just hanging out. I would have the lyrics of the Spotify on the other monitor. I've had Webkins over here. I'm playing the Smoothie Moves, and I'm listening to the Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. And let me tell you what, I'm a big fan.
Yeah? You like the Yankee Hotel Foxtrot?
I do, and it was like that thing of like, oh, I'm like mouthing along, I'm dancing in my seat, and it was like a subconscious thing. The first time I'm like, oh wait, this is good, okay, I'm into this. My favorite songs include, but are not limited to, Jesus, etc., and I'm the Man Who Loves You.
Okay. Good songs.
Dude, I was jamming to those songs. I think with Jesus, etc., the chorus, ooh, it's so smooth. I like it was like having, let me see if I can get it right this time, a hot knife through butter. Nope, I still didn't do it. Well, yes, I did. I did.
No, you did. I
did it. There we go. Listen. And then with I'm the Man Who Loves You, I like the guitar in that song.
Oh yeah,
it's got a good solo.
The very sloppy kind of like yeah. It's an interesting. It's a wide ranging album. A lot of different stuff on there.
It is.
You have some like really acousticy, like Jesus, etc. Is a lot of strings, a lot of quietness, and then you have some more upbeat, poppy stuff like "I'm the Man Who Loves You" or "Heavy Metal Drummer."
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of like really kind of out there, noisy stuff like what is it? I'm Trying to Break Your Heart.
Yeah.
Or some of the later songs, they get really, really like noisy, like a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
it's interesting. It's a weird, good album. One of my favorites.
With the like the Poor Places, I really like where they got the album name from, with the like the radio podcast lady. That was really cool. Didn't like that they cut off the last one at the end. That did not help my the completionist brain, but it's okay.
Oh yeah,
it was still cool. It definitely creeped me out the first time, but then I was like, you know what, this is cool. I like this. And I found out like a lot about the history of the album, how like it was released days after 9/11, and like it's like eerily like, ooh.
Yeah, with like ashes of American flags and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of people kind of like the history of that album's super. There's a Spike Jonze documentary, I'm Trying to Break Your Heart. That's really good.
I meant to watch that before this, and I completely forgot.
But yeah, like they got dropped by Warner Brothers when they gave them the demos for Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. And then ended up signing with a subsidiary of Warner Brothers. To release the album. The movie's really interesting because like they're so nonchalant about like getting dropped, because they're basically like they were like pretty popular at that point in like the underground stuff, and they were touring a lot, and they were basically like, if we have to, we can just like tour and fundraise to put the album out ourselves or whatever. But yeah, it's really interesting. And then like they broke up with the guitar player and partial songwriter while making that album and stuff, and whole lot of drama that went into the background of that one.
It was cool.
But very, very good album.
Big fan Webkinz album, 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
that's what they're gonna call it these days.
You think you're gonna listen to any more Wilco?
I think I'll dabble. Yeah.
They've got a lot of albums. They're all pretty different.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. I'll see what else they're doing out there on the music stuff.
Okay, so I listened to the Bruno Major's "To Let a Good Thing Die." I was really surprised by this. Wasn't what I was expecting when I went into it.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, you got this guy Bruno Major, and you were talking about like he's one of your favorite artists or whatever. I assumed it was just gonna be like some kind of pop music, you know? Because I know some of the other music you listen to. You listen to a lot of pop. Yeah. The other band I knew you really liked. What was there? The AJR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I always get them confused with AJJ, Andrew Jackson Jihad, but very different band. But yeah, so I was expecting something that's just like really poppy, and this turned out to be like a really jazzy, really interesting album. I liked it quite a bit. Short, very short. It's only about 30 minutes long. I will say, I think my favorite songs on there were The Most Beautiful Thing and then the title track, To Let a Good Thing Die.
Yeah.
I think both really great songs. And yeah, just really surprised by your pick there. I didn't know that you really listened to like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was a very good album.
Yeah. I'm so happy. Yeah. This is I think I talked about it when we initially were talking about what albums we were doing, but like, yeah, this album came out in June 2020. And it came out like right around when I was in the hospital, or I was in the hospital for 4 hours for 2nd-degree sunburn, but like going home and like listening to this album on repeat, like in and out of like sleep and everything, and like waking up. And it's like, it's the album, like if I'm trying to go to bed, I'll like put that on, just like in the happy little hopeless romantic dream world type of deal. And stuff. And like, yeah, that title track in particular helped me out with a couple of things. Yeah. So, and it's also the second to last I'll Sleep When I'm Older was also like the thing is like it reminds me a lot of like going back to Snowbike Mike is like the Say Yes to Adventure thing, and it's like I would rather stay up late knowing I will be tired in the morning, and like stay up late hanging out with my friends knowing I'll be tired in the morning and like getting off early or whatever, like stuff like that. So yeah, I love this album a lot. It's
yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's gonna maybe one or two of these songs will end up on my cooking playlist, because that's a lot of it's a lot of stuff like this where it's like very like breezy, kind of just like easy listening kind of music or whatever. I like the feeling that it's like this piano jazz album that also has all these like, you know, like almost like EDM-esque beats kind of matched up with it and stuff. Like it's got a good vibe to it. It's not the kind of stuff that I'd say I normally listen to, but there is some stuff that it kind of reminded me of. Sort of reminded me of Wolfpack. Do you know Wolfpack?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got some kind of not quite as much funk influences as Wolfpack, but yeah, some of the piano and singing stuff kind of reminded me of them. And yeah, I was into it. I dug it.
Yay, that makes me so happy. Yeah, I love that album. I have it on record and everything, and yeah, it's a nice album. I like that album a lot. It's similar. It's not something that I would normally listen to, but like with Bruno Major, I love all of his albums, and it's a weakness. It's nice. I love it a lot. But yes, music,
yeah. Getting to share some music with each other, and hopefully the audience too. If you checked out either of these albums, let us know what you thought. If they were new to you, that's cool. Let us know your first time listening to it. If they're albums you already knew, that's cool too. Yeah. Let us know about that. Let's see. So that's like the major topics that we had for the podcast, Mac. Anything that you wanted to talk about?
Let me think. Let me think. I'm trying to think about what. Let me show you some. I'll show you my updated cross stitch so far.
Okay.
Let me take it out of the frame because I was working on it earlier. So I started this. I don't know. 2 weeks ago, maybe now. It's from Jurassic Park. Woman inherits the Earth, and it's got a bunch of dinosaurs on it. So I got to finish up this little blue dinosaur here. There, and then I got a Stegosaurus that goes in this corner, and some leaves, and then I do the back stitching. But I will say, let me tell you some things I learned from doing this cross stitch. So
one sec, before you get into that, I just wanted, for the 10 people who listen to this as an audio podcast, I do want to say, check out the video, because one, this cross stitch looks really cool. It's very, very nice, but also give us a tweet at HBO Max and use the hashtag Mac hates audio listeners.
I am a very visual person. Like, And Brayden, you could probably attest. I send you so many pictures on Discord
You do.
of different things.
Yeah. We do that a lot because I'm the same way. Like if I'm gonna like especially like text, like I prefer to send a picture with some some context to it and stuff. And yeah, so it's a lot of us like sending memes back and forth or pictures of stuff that we see. You know, we're visual people.
We are very visual people, absolutely.
And this is a podcast most people consume video format wise. The video numbers are way better than the audio numbers, but I know that there's a couple of there's like about 10 people of you dedicated audio listeners. Use that hashtag Mac Hates audio listeners.
Yeah, trying to go for it. Guess what? We're gonna keep talking about this visual thing. So, the original cross stitch, because I bought the pattern on Etsy. It was on you're supposed to do it on white fabric. So none of the teeth is in the actual pattern, and I didn't realize that, which is why like everyone's all gummy except for the T-Rex, because that's when I realized it. So I had to like improvise how the teeth would be. And from a distance, they look okay. So I need to see how that will do back stitching. But like, yeah,
the Triceratops doesn't look bad at all.
No, it doesn't. This guy looks.
I think the Stego looks a little.
Yeah.
Is there any way that you could like fill it in and just like have it be his mouth is closed?
Yeah, I gotta go back, either make his mouth closed or just put some white in. Like this the Velociraptor up here, he didn't have teeth either at first, and so I just put some white in there. Then I'll just do some back stitching. Like the back stitching is there. Let me pull the pattern. Guess what? Here we go. More visuals. So like it has the back stitching.
I see.
It just doesn't have where you're supposed to actually put the.
So there would be like little things where it would pop out and look like teeth on a white background. Okay.
Yeah. So I have to do that, and then I think I was talking to my sister about it because technically the back stitching is supposed to be black, but I think I want to do gray because, or at least a dark gray, because like their claws and everything. So, just to make it pop, like this little guy, he needs some claws and talons and talons, right?
Talons, yes. I don't know what you're doing there.
I'm not, words are hard. So I need to, so I got some dark gray that when I do the back stitching, I think. So it's coming along nicely. I'm happy with it so far.
It looks great.
Yeah.
You don't see, I mean, at least because I only ever see like the cross stitching stuff on like Twitter or TikTok. You don't see a lot of black background on the cross stitching. It's usually done on the white background and stuff. I like that this is your domain, the black background cross stitch.
It is. I think like especially with the bright colors, which is why I'm pulling it back out. It's such bright colors that I think it just popped more with the black versus like the white. So, I mean, we'll see what happens if it really does or not.
Here, let me grab something real quick.
Okay. So, we're just gonna.
I don't think I've ever shown this off.
I don't know. It's been in the background for like a year or something now, though.
Yeah. I don't think I ever like took a picture of this and posted it on socials or anything, or like it's been in the background forever. But I don't think I ever like made like hey, let's take a look at this thing, because it's just a nice little gift you got me or whatever. Yeah. No need to flounder. But you made me a cross stitch on a black background. That's really cool, which is that you did my logo for me.
I did your logo. I realized that I didn't have a lot of experience with doing lettering like that. Like all my lettering was backstitch, so I was like, you know what, Brandon's got a new logo, let's try it out. So so if you're on the audio podcast, you can see it on the on the video on the YouTubes. Hashtag Jose hates audio listeners. But yeah, this is great. I really enjoy looking at this. It's very cool. Maybe I should send Nick a picture of this. I don't know if I ever did. Yeah, I've done a couple things of Nick's now, I guess, because I did the Aces logo as well. Yeah,
you did the Aces one, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Nick's a great designer.
Nick is. And that's the other thing that I love doing about Nick's is that he had a lot of reference pictures, like especially like with your logo. I think you had sent me like the PDF of like the layout with like all the hex codes.
Yeah, he gave me so much. If you're looking to get like a logo done or anything like that, I mean, Nick, he's a professional. Like, it's going to cost you some money to do it because he's totally worth the money.
Oh yeah.
Because he's great, and just the amount of resources that he gave me, like just like the multiple layers to where I could like edit some things with it and stuff, and then like a full detailed like PDF explaining like inspirations and my hex codes and fonts and all that stuff. Yeah, Nick's the best.
Nick is great.
We should. The dream, I think, is eventually to get a maximum Ruckus logo done by.
Yeah,
that's one thing that I really want to do eventually. We're gonna have to like fundraise for that or something.
Yeah,
we don't have the expense account yet.
Not yet. Almost. We got to get the VR headset, and then which is which is a joke that was never on a podcast, and that you just texted me.
No, yeah.
I was going to show you the cross stitch pattern, but I realized my headphones don't stretch across for me to get the file folder. Now, let me show you the file folder, because I don't know if I've actually shown you the file folder. Hold on. Stay. Now it's my turn to go.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm just gonna fill time.
You're good right there.
Yeah. The podcast is just going great, I love everything about the show that's happening right now.
Oh, I'm excited to go back. So this is the file folder. This is the Makenna made cross-stitch file folder. This was originally bought for when I was a junior in high school trying to figure out what to do for college. And then I decided, screw that, this is going to be where all my cross-stitch patterns go. So this has everything. I don't know if it's heavy. You can't really see how
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so it's all organized.
It's different. I mean, it's one of those big like one of those big like thick folders where it's got multiple folders inside of it or whatever. So are you organizing them in a specific manner, or is it just like they all? Okay.
Yeah, so we'll go through it now. So this doesn't fit anywhere. This was a Gryffindor thing that my grandma had got me 5 years ago now, I think. So let's go. Let's we're gonna go through it. Welcome to a tour of my cross stitch. This is gonna be great audio texture. So this first one, let me actually put someone in the front that we know. Here. Okay. So the first one is the people folder. So this is all my Jeopardy stuff. This is let's see.
You've done lots of people. Like you've done the Kind of Funny crew.
All my Kind of Funny stuff.
You've done the Rooster Teeth people.
I've done my friends. I did like school assignments. This was Jason from Jason and the Argonauts. And then this was a mathematician woman, Kathleen Turner, I believe is her last name. So yeah, I've done a lot of people. So they get.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I have an idea, and let me know if this is too much. Let me know if this is. This would be an insane thing to do.
Okay.
But we're gonna have in Vegas.
Yes.
Bunch of people staying at the Airbnb.
Right.
Bunch of people in the crew.
Yeah.
If we got a big picture, everybody standing next to each other, lined up. Could you do a cross stitch of everybody?
Yeah.
At the
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because let me tell you what I'm going to tell you. So the hardest part of doing like full body cross stitch, and I'll pull out the Kind of Funny, because I've been wanting to do another Kind of Funny cross stitch, like an updated one with Roger and Mike. Since for 3 years now, 2 years now. But the hardest part has been their outfits. So like this was Greg like from the urban hiking thing.
Okay.
With like, let's see here, like Nick. I did the Johnny Ace thing, but I don't want to do a repeat, So the hardest part has been like clothing stuff and everything.
So the new one, you got to do Nick in the jean jacket, because that's new Nick, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Jean jacket Nick.
Yeah, I was thinking jean jacket Nick, and then but like with Kevin, I'm like, I got the hat. I could do the hat, but like I just don't know clothes. I'm so bad with like clothes and matching and everything, and that's always been a weak point.
What about Kevin in his big party coat?
Oh, that's smart. See, I should have came to you when I was trying to list all these out. We're gonna have to talk after this to figure everyone else out, because I need help. But like that was
So I immediately have a couple ideas.
Thank you. I need them very, because I only. Have
we could do it on the show, or do you want it to be a secret?
Let's keep it a secret.
Okay, let's keep it a secret.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a secret, but it's like, I don't know.
Well, eventually it's gonna come out, and people are gonna be excited to see it. So
yeah. But like with like Jeopardy and everything, that was super easy, because I could just go through everyone's just pictures.
They get the headshot at the beginning.
They got the headshot, and then
getting them standing at the podium.
Exactly, and that was super easy. But like with full body stuff, like I did my friends, but the first one I ever did was of my friends, and it was like, I don't know what. I went to Catholic school. I don't know what bottoms we wear. Like, we wear jeans, but like, I don't know. It was a whole thing. So like, why did I get on this tangent? Wait, why did we get on this tangent?
You were showing off all of the folders.
Right. So yes.
And we got through
the Vegas section. Thing. And that was what. So if we have it, and I could see pants, shoes, and shirts, that would help me out a lot. But yeah, I absolutely could, because I've done that like with my friends and stuff. Yeah, and like the Kind of Funny crew, where it's like I just do us lined up, and then like I'll have like a quote at the bottom or something, or whatnot.
It'd be cool.
I could do that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. It'd be cute. And then the next one's a little bit harder to get out because there's a lot of smaller pieces. But the next one's like everything else. Let me find. So like this, I did like a collage cross stitch a couple years ago. I've done one collage cross stitch. It was super fun. I don't know why I don't do more, but I did one. This was all the pieces from that. But like this is everything else. So here's this like Snowbike Mike's logo, kind of. And that's what I did Among Us. Yeah, so this, here. The reason why I wanted to get, so this is, let's see here. Your logo's in here. Hold on, you gotta listen to all the paper first. The whole reason I got this out was, here's Tiny Football Car.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it's got like all of my notes on it, all of the colors and whatnot. Please hold. Your logo's in here somewhere. Oh, no, that's Spawn on me. I lied. I saw lettering, I got excited.
Shout out to Khalif.
Shout out to Khalif, a legend. Bug Snacks? Why would I put it in the middle of this? Hold on. This is great. A lot of Bug Snacks. Oh, here it is. I had to tape it together. So this was your logo. Was it this way? No, it was this way. So like this was from when I did yours, and like you can't really see it, but like with the
So are you like shading. Pulling it up and like tracing, or?
It depends on what it is. I think
because I was wondering how you did this logo, because like the Ruckus part of that, where Nick did that like very kind of like wild, like just like hand drawn font. Mm-hmm. Like I saw that and I was like, how the hell did you do that?
Yeah, with the Ruckus, I did do. I did trace it, and then I went over it. Like, you can, I don't know how well it's steering, but you can kind of see it, because I erased it, and then I went back over to get it within the lines, like, have it, whether it's going to be a half stitch or not. So yeah, the Ruckus I did trace over. But the Jose one I did, I think, freehand. And I had just matched it up with with the Ruckus. So I did the Ruckus first, and then the Ruckus came before the Jose.
Oh, okay.
And the biggest pain in the butt was the outline, the purple outline, which is I knew that was going to be the hardest part, because that's what it was for the Aces logo, and that had 2 outlines, just because of like proportions and everything. It was, but we got.
You also managed to do like a slight gradient on the blue to the white too.
That was the first time I ever did that. I was really nervous that it wouldn't come out right. Yeah, I think I have the colors on here somewhere, but yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed doing it. It's a good time lettering. I love to letter. It's hard, but it's fun. Yeah, that was that part of the folder. Do you want me to go through the other folders, or is I?
How many other folders are there?
There's about 4 more.
Yeah, like we don't have to go through them in detail, but like what else are you, because like logos and people, like what else are you doing cross stitches for that you're getting split up?
So these are printed out patterns, like from Etsy and whatnot, or like inspiration. Like this is just pixel art that I asked someone. Oh, I never finished this, and I feel really bad that I never finished it. Someone put the camera through the Game Boy, I think, and then posted a bunch of images, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to cross stitch that. So it's like those are like a bunch of reference stuff and like Etsy bought things. And then these are from kits. I love a kit, so like it's got all the supplies and everything, and these are all of those. Sometimes they're colored in, sometimes they're not. Just depends on how good my eyes are going to be that day. And then the last 2 ones are like the pictures from the kits, and then just like Oh, this one. These are my 2 full coverage pieces that I did. I've done 2 full coverage pieces. There's a cat.
Oh, wow.
And then these are all, I have highlighted all of these. They were tough, but, you know, they came out cute, so, yeah. So that's my cross-stitch file folder.
That's the cross-stitch folder.
That's the cross-stitch folder. Yeah.
Okay, I got one more thing I kind of want to discuss before we wrap this podcast up, because I keep having dumb ideas for Vegas.
I'm excited. Okay, go on.
This idea is totally just not feasible at all, but it's just a fun thing, so we're just gonna discuss it.
Okay.
A little bit.
I'm
Which
ready.
I was thinking, because you've been doing a lot of taking VHS cassettes and converting them to digital lately, right? For all your family's old VHS tapes, home videos.
Bingo.
Does your dad still have his camcorder from back in the day?
He does.
Does it still work?
No.
You think?
I took it apart when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, but I think my aunt might still have hers that works. Because we have a bunch of old blank tapes.
You can find them at a Goodwill. You can do all kinds of. But I was thinking, what if we record a bunch of video content in Vegas?
Yeah.
But we record it all on cassette.
On 8-track tapes. Dude, because we have, I think I sent you, like, we have so many spare 8-track tapes in those CDs, like the small CDs from old camcorders and stuff, like.
Yeah.
And they record, like, half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah. They're pretty long.
I'm gonna have to look into them. I'll probably find one on eBay or something. Yeah, or Goodwill.
The issue would be, you know, it's unreasonable to have you fly with a VHS recorder. So, you know, we'd have to procure.
My carry-on.
Yeah. And then so we'd have to like procure one that we would throw away in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to fly back with a bunch of VHS tapes. But just a dumb idea, I thought.
TSA.
Yeah.
What's
Just
on these
having
tapes?
ideas all the time.
It's BoneCon.
BoneCon. It's the BoneCon.
It's BoneCon. That would be fun though. I don't know anyone else who's making their content on.
Nobody else is. Yeah, when they do live podcasts, nobody else is recording them on VHS.
No, absolutely not. It's we're hitting the market right when we need to.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. No one else. So yeah, I've got everything. Oh, is that in there? Oh, never mind. No, I found it. I found it. I thought I lost the converter. It's right here. Don't worry. We can convert all of the tapes. And all it runs is on the single battery for whatever reason. That's
amazing.
Oh,
what a wonderful piece of technology.
We love this is nice too. Like it's nice plastic. Highly recommend.
Oh wait, so you put the video cassette into that, and then it records digital?
Yeah, so I don't have all my 8-track tapes are over there, but yeah.
So the reason it has the battery is so that it can spin things. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's just it's a small motor in there.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, because like I remember when my dad gave this to me, he's like, "Don't block this red thing, because it like will lock in and everything." He's like, "Don't touch anything whenever you close the door." Da da da. I was like, "Okay," and then you can like watch it in the back, like bring it up and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then you just slide it in. You gotta make sure you match it up with these things, and bada bing, bada boom, you got your.
So he didn't even have a VHS recorder. He had the 8-track tapes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, 95. I think the latest hit we have is 2005. So we got about a decade span with 8-track tapes.
Wow.
And then it does almost seamlessly go into the CDs. So I mean, my dad up with the video times. Oh yeah, it's a fun.
I only missed one generation.
One generation.
I think VHS would have been in between those.
I think yeah, I would imagine. But I don't think I think because this one still worked that my dad was like, we don't need the VHS one. We got the 8-track.
Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Maximum Ruckus.
Maximum Ruckus.
Thank you for wasting your time on this today.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Oh, yeah?
I just want to say when this goes up, which will be in 2 days,
Couple
the
days.
20th, it will be less than a month until Vegas. Thank you.
Exciting.
Very exciting.
Very, very exciting.
Thank you.
But yeah, thanks for checking out the show. If you're interested in following the show, you can follow us at HBO Max, MAKS, on Twitter, and at HBO Max on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You can also find our TikTok account at Maximum Ruckus. Spelt in the most annoying way possible. Got to do something about that.
That's us.
Yeah. Please give us a like, give us a subscribe, share this podcast with a friend. We'd really appreciate it. You can follow me, Jose Ruckus, at Jose Ruckus on all of the things. And you can follow Makenna. Where can the people follow you this time?
You can follow me. Actually, Webkins. I'm still going on this Webkins things because I have like 3. Oh, I just turned my book light on and it just blinded me. This is why I can't play with things during the podcast. I need some like maps and what else? And something. I need something else on Webkins for some quests. So like, let me know if you want to help me out there.
Start playing Webkins so you can help Makenna out.
Please, dude.
I'd really appreciate that.
It's holding me up every single day. Like, I can only ask my friends once a day because I have to hold on. We're going off on this.
Okay.
So, this is like the nichest rant that I could possibly go on right now for a 22-year-old. So, you got your friends list, obviously, and you can add like the different NPCs as your friend. Like, you can go friend Art at the curio shop, and like you can ask them to give you things, but it's like a certain percentage chance that they'll actually help you out that day. So it's like today I have like 10 of these friends, of these NPC friends, and like none of them gave me anything today. And I'm like, dude, I need this to go into the next quest. Like, help me out, dog. I need 20 water bottles for Pete's sake. So anyway.
Yeah, so we're going to ask you to do 2 things that have an extremely low opportunity cost, basically free.
Yeah.
Just drop us a subscribe, give us a like. Mm-hmm. Then one thing with a medium opportunity cost, share this with a friend. They think that they'll think you're weird, but they'll probably give us at least 1 view, and we'd appreciate that.
Yes.
And then something with an extremely high opportunity cost, which is sink all your time into a video game for grade schoolers.
Listen, man, it's fun. The mini games hold up. It goes back to the nostalgia thing.
All right. We'll be back next week with an episode of HBO Max. We haven't discussed what movie we're gonna do yet, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Probably. But until next time, keep the ruckus to a minimum.